What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to do a video on the 5 things that I love about my R56 Mini Cooper S. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and stick around. You're going to want to watch this whole video. Okay, the first thing, the thing I love the most about the Mini Cooper, any Mini Cooper probably, but mine specifically, is the handling. It's the go-kart handling of a Mini Cooper. Even when it was bone stock, it's one of the best handling cars I've ever owned. Mine, it has upgraded sway bars up a 27mm in the front and a hollow 25.5 adjustable in the back that I have on the stiffest setting. And then I have camber plates. That's all I have done to this suspension. And it's on rails. It's amazing. Yeah, that's number one for sure. Even when these cars are completely stock, my car came with a 22.5mm front sway bar, and I think the rear is 17, but it wasn't the sports suspension. It was just the regular suspension that comes on the S, and it was still one of the best handling cars I've ever driven. Yeah, these cars, if you're gonna buy a car, it's just fun to drive, and you want that go-kart feeling. You just can't beat a Mini Cooper. I've had, like I said, I've had a lot of cars and nothing comes, it's not even close. I mean, in a straight line, obviously you can have a lot of cars that are faster. This car's not really that fast in a straight line. I don't have the power yet. I'm probably around 240, 250 horsepower. Yeah, if you want to on a windy road, the Mini Cooper S is definitely the way to go. The second thing that I love about my R56 Mini Cooper S is the sound of the exhaust. Even when it was completely stock, it sounded great. Mine has the Mario Kart downpipe, so catless downpipe. Then I have the NVIDIA Q300 resonated exhaust from their back, and it sounds good. In fact, I have a video, and I'll put a clip in if I can find it, so you can hear it. But yeah, the sound of the exhaust is amazing in these cars. And everybody that I've heard, unless they've done something stupid to their exhaust always sounds good in these cars. So I'm really happy about it. So yeah, that's number 2. The third thing that I love about the R56 Mini Cooper S, which should probably go for all Minis, at least the ones I know of, or the ones I've looked into, would be the availability of aftermarket parts, and even a lot of OEM parts that are just great parts. Because the GPs and stuff, you can get stuff for GPs that are, I mean, it would be an aftermarket, kind of like an aftermarket part if you have a S like I have. But yeah, there's just so many companies out there like Speed Tech Motorsports, Way Motorworks, Detroit Tuned. There's just a bunch of them, and you can get parts everywhere for these cars, and it's not that expensive. I don't think a lot of people complain about it, but for a German car, it's not really that bad. along the same lines of, you know, with the aftermarket parts, is just how customizable the cars are. They're even, like I said, with OEM parts, you can just change colors of mirror caps or change the front bumper with OEM bumpers off of like mine. I can get the JCW bumper, or I can get a LCI bumper, and it'll just be way better. I can do a lot. I can do brake ducts. In fact, I'm gonna do brake ducts eventually. You can just do a lot with these cars, and just make them your own car. It's like I said, there's just a lot you could do. You can customize these more than, almost as well, I don't know if I'd say more than any other car, but more than a lot of cars. It's one of my favorite things about it. Okay, the fourth thing I like about my R56 Mini Cooper S would actually be the electronic differential. I know an LSD would be better but I have an automatic that's just not available. But compared to like an open differential, it's just amazing compared to, you know, that. So I really like it. If I could do an LSD, I would definitely do an LSD over the E-diff. Obviously, they're obviously better, but it's way better than not having anything. So I'm really happy with the E-diff. Eventually, I will swap out this automatic transmission, and I'll put something like a sequential transmission in it. So when I do that, you know, I'll have to do a lot of research before I do that, because I don't know of anybody who's done it. I know it's possible because they do it in the challenge cars, and companies make them. So if companies make them, obviously you can put them in your car. so yeah, I'll have an LSD when I do that. So yeah, but yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite things about this car, is the fact that it's not a one-legger. Okay, the fifth thing that I like about the R56 Mini Cooper S would be the fuel economy. Even with my stage 3 tune, I get great fuel economy, right around 30 miles to the gallon. Obviously I was getting better than that before, but not much better. But to be stage 3 and get 30 miles to the gallon in my daily driver, it's pretty awesome. I love it. The gas tank on these cars is about 13, I think it's 13.2 gallons. So I commute, my round trip to and from work is 112 miles a day, and I live at 2,000 feet elevation. I work at about 100 feet elevation, so it's downhill to work, uphill home, and it's around a lot of, you know, windy roads, and so I gotta slow down, speed up a lot. So on the way home anyway, I use quite a bit of, not in this car, but in my other car. I have a Subaru Forester. In my other car, I use quite a bit of gas. But with my Mini, the gas savings I got when I bought my Mini, because I bought it at a dealership, I didn't pay cash for it. But my car payment, I actually save that money in gas every month, even with my stage 3 tune. I save enough money from both my gas payment and my insurance to pay for this car. Or not my gas payment, but I save for my car payment and my insurance to buy this car and insure it, just in fuel savings. So basically I'm driving the car for free, and you know, you can't really beat that. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear some of the things that you love about your Mini Cooper. If you're on Facebook, you should check out my Mini Cooper group. It's called Mini Cooper DIY. It's for everybody that drives a Mini Cooper, that works on their own car, or just wants to fix something small, no matter what it is on a Mini Cooper. Just ask the question, somebody in the group will answer it. Or, you know, if you see a question on there that you could answer, that'd be great too. But either way, I would check out that group if you drive a Mini Cooper. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, if you like these types of videos, or if you like this video specifically, hit the thumbs up. If you don't like the video, hit the thumbs down, and I'll catch you in the next video.